Hey guys, welcome back to Daily Insomnia. This is episode 122 on a beautiful Wednesday night. How's it going? How's it going, KingDiaz? Are you there in spirit?
Yes, I am. KingDiaz here in the heart of Florida with gorgeous weather. Today was a high of 80. Multiple crackheads. I mean, multiple crackheads seen scurrying around
Oh yeah.
in these slums of Daytona.
Do they flourish in
It's
that in
hot.
that weather?
Oh, they flourish, dude. They multiply. When it's hot weather, I'm like, I've never seen that guy before.
Is it like a
There's
is it like a gremlin? Like it gets sweaty and then it starts
Gremlin
bleeding.
one, Schmiegel saying, my precious, my precious, because they're looking for
Ooh,
crack.
ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Because they're crackheads. So they're looking for my precious. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, dude, actually, just yesterday, one of Schmiegel-looking motherfuckers tried to break into one of our guys' trucks
No shit.
in the back. Yeah, in the back he has a toolbox. And that motherfucker was cracked out of his mind. He found him just like that, cracked out in the back of his truck, trying to open up the lock.
What do you guys do with
I told him, like,
crackheads?
what the fuck are you doing?
Do you guys like spray 'em with like a bottle of water or something, like some holy water, and they like just scurry away?
No, we're like, what the fuck you doing? He's like, oh, someone told me to clean up the truck. I'm like, who? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck told you? Dude, he's all cracked out of his fucking mind. We told him to get the fuck out or we're gonna call the police.
And they just go back into the
And
bush.
he was like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And he just fucking scurried off. Scurried off. I'm like, all right, get out of here, dude. Fucking Schmiegel-looking motherfucker.
Hey, what is the diversity of a crackhead? Well, what are we looking at?
Ooh. I mean, I'm telling you, Schmiegel is it's pretty close to what a crackhead looks like, dude.
Yeah, so like a lot of white Smeagol's.
A lot of whites.
Okay. What about any brother?
Sores in the face.
Any brother Smeagol's
No
or Latin
hair.
Smeagol's?
Fucked up teeth. Little hunch in the back. I'm telling you, skinny because, I mean, they ain't eating. They're just doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, dude, Smeagol's, dude. We got Florida man Smeagol's out here, dude.
Damn, dude. You know what you never see? You never see an Asian Smeagol,
Ooh.
right?
Asian Smeagol, no.
It's
No.
like either they don't survive that long, or just none out there. They're the first to go. They can't survive with the Smeagol lifestyle, man.
Oh, man, nah, dude. It's, either you make it in life as an Asian or you commit suicide. One of the two, dude.
Oh shit!
You know,
Hey,
samurai way.
hey, relax, man.
Japanese way, dude.
You gotta drop the S words
Japanese way,
early
the
on.
Japanese way. Of a samurai, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. There might be some science
You know what I'm
to
saying?
back that up.
So, but hey, man, Daytona 500's in town. I know this weekend's about to get packed. Unfortunately, I'm not going to Daytona 500 because it's pretty fucking kind of pricey, dude.
Of course it is,
To
man.
get like in the actual track itself,
Yeah.
to be inside the track,
Uh-huh.
you're looking at about $275.
$275 just to watch a whole bunch
And
of
that's a
cars
pass
go in
for 4
circles.
days. That's a pass for 4 days, dude. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, not about it.
Yeah.
Not about it. It's not in me to fucking pay that much money. Which I only want to go 1 day, but still.
The
not
the
about
the
it.
race it lasts 4 days.
And they have multiple races.
Oh,
The
okay.
main race, I believe, the main race is Saturday. I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I see.
Where they go fucking 500 laps turning left
Mm-hmm.
at 200 plus speeds.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Yeah,
sounds like a lot of fun.
A lot of fucking
A
speed.
lot of fun, dude.
But of course, man, it's Florida, so white chicks.
Man, I feel bad for the NASCAR drivers, man. Cause can you imagine being in that weather? You know what I'm saying? Because you know those cars don't have air conditioning, right?
I would assume they do.
No, dude, they take everything out, man. They basically just leave the pure weight of the car with the engine because they don't because they put all these like safety um metal poles for in case a car like turns over or the driver doesn't die, So they have all this extra weight on
I
it
would
already.
assume mm-hmm.
I doubt they have
I
air
would
conditioning in that
assume
car.
the suit or the helmet, maybe he has a little bit of AC or something. I don't know,
I
dude.
don't know.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
No, I wonder, or they probably wear that like that water jacket with cold water. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh.
Like it's like it just keeps the water
Ooh.
circulating like around you. I mean, that's what I would do. That's
Ooh.
what I
That's
would do.
kind
But I'm a smart man.
of...
You know what I mean?
That's kind of cool. I didn't think of that.
I
No.
I, I got a
Yeah,
hat.
I bet it sucks, but I bet they get paid real well. And if you win, whew,
Yeah, I mean,
I heard if you win at the 2500, bro, you get to fuck these slutties they tell a bitch.
oh, I mean all.
These slutties they tell a bitch.
Yeah, I mean the most toothless women out there, dude.
Whew,
You know what I mean?
man.
Missing
You
teeth
ever gotten
like
a gum
no
job
other.
before, dude?
What was that?
You ever gotten a gum job?
Dude, hey, what was the one thing I said about this podcast, man? We're keeping it clean, man. Facebook is trying to block us. We're not gonna let it happen,
I don't
man.
care. You know what? I could care rat's ass what Facebook is saying, bro.
Hey,
That's not
you talking
us.
you talking about like you have Joe Rogan money, dude. Relax, man. All right, dude. We're
Hey.
we're negative. We're in debt right now, dude.
Shit,
All right, dude.
dude.
We're not even near the positives in this podcast, all right, dude. This podcast is pure negative right now. I'm just trying to feed my
That's a
child,
fucking
man. That's all I'm
money
trying to
pit,
do.
dude.
I'm
That's a fucking money pit.
I'm trying to feed my child. I'm trying to feed your child, man. I'm trying to get a little bit of.
Oh shit. Oh, dude, you got a child on the way home.
Dude, I'm trying to live. I'm
Congrats,
trying to live on that mac and cheese diet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I don't want that great value when I want that craft.
Ooh, talking about mac and cheese, bro. You know what else sounds like mac and cheese?
Mm. Hey, stop, dude. God, man. One day, dude. Give me one day, you son of a bitch. I'm trying to get some clips out of this podcast. You scumbag.
That don't sound like mac and cheese, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, dude, shut up, dude. Shut up, right? We know you rocking that great value, man. Right.
Oh shit! Hey, don't fucking hand the great value shit, right, dude? Great value has some really good stuff.
Does it, man? Does it, dude?
It tastes as closely as the real stuff. So.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Let's
Yeah,
let's get serious for a moment, dude.
Let's get
All
serious,
right,
man.
all right.
What's
We gotta
up?
talk. We gotta talk
How do you
about.
feel, man?
We gotta talk about what's been going on this past week, man.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying?
Oof.
Obviously we know what it is, but I've gone through some rough times these last couple of days, man. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Tell me more, dude. What was happening?
Well, I mean, are we not in the same boat right now, or do you not know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't think we're in the same boat, dude. I thought
What?
it was good, but please tell me.
All right, it has something to do with a logo. Are you
Oh, the what?
a logo?
Okay.
Oh, dude, this is terrible, dude. We literally had a conversation about this fucking last night. Dude, the logos that
Okay,
we paid for us to get made for the show. Oh my God, dude.
Yes,
Dude,
yes.
do you
It's been a tough
do you-
couple days of your part.
Dude.
That's why it didn't affect me.
dude? Well, in fact, you because you were the man doing all the talking.
Ah, dude, our Indonesian
All right, man.
graphic design.
All right, well let's start from the beginning, man. Let's start from the beginning so people know what's up.
Okay, so basically, we wanted to commission a cartoon logo, something what I've used before already in the past.
Yeah. A cartoon version of
for
you.
my, streaming on Twitch and stuff.
Yeah, so you have a
Indonesian fellow.
yeah. Go ahead. Are you still here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cartoon version of you, cartoon version of me, logo in the middle, simple. You know?
Yeah, simple,
My
right?
logo is already done.
Yeah, your logo had
We
been done.
revamped.
It was done really good, and I was like, we should do one of me, and then like you said, have our logo in the middle, and have me and you on the side, right? Two cartoon versions of ourselves, right? And basically, all the guy had to do was just do what he did with you with me, right?
Yeah.
So
I was-
he does the logo for us, right? He does the main logo for the podcast, and we have it up on our Instagram. If you guys want to check it out, and in our Facebook, it's it's basically the same logo, just a more revamped version of it, and it came out nice, right? He did a really good job on it, right? So I was like, all right, so good, everything's looking good. He gave us what we wanted, And I'm like, all right, now let's have him do the cartoon version of me, right? And
Right.
and yeah, so what, it takes him probably like a day to send us the first rendition of it. And
He works fast. Yeah, about a day. Yeah, about a
yeah,
day.
it took him a day, and the best way I can describe it. It was me, like, like the 10. It's like, imagine you went to like a thrift store, a thrift, what is it called, thrift store, a
Mm-hmm.
secondhand store, right? And you can buy things that are, they're handed down basically, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And let's say this certain thing that you bought had been rehanded down 10 times. You know what I mean? Like, it just went to like 10 different stores. You know what I mean? It went to Goodwill in Virginia, Goodwill in California, and it just kept being handed me down over the years from what it originally was. That's basically what I got of me.
yeah.
It
He let his apprentice do that shit, dude. It
that's what.
wasn't even him.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It
okay.
was him.
I'm about to bury this dude. I hope he doesn't listen to the podcast because I'm about to talk some shit, dude. Okay, so he has his backup image. It looks nothing like me, dude. Not the color, not the overall like. It looked nothing like me, man.
I don't know why, dude. I don't know why he couldn't get your fucking face. You have a simple face, dude. You know.
Hey, dude, it's not that hard,
You're not
dude.
an ugly dude. You know, you're not an ugly dude, but you have a simple face.
Yeah,
You know.
it's like I don't have any facial hair. You don't have to worry about that. I don't have it. I have a pretty clean haircut. Nothing special about it. You know what I mean? I'm just. It's a fucking easy pick, man. It's a really easy fucking pick. I'm not even smiling in the pic, so you don't even have to worry about putting teeth in it, right? Just very little detail you had to put in this fucking picture. And obviously, I'm gonna put in the video. So if you guys want to see what the image looks like, it should pop up. If not now, or eventually.
Damn.
And then
Damn, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the? Did you see the picture before you sent it over to me or no?
Dude, I was busted out laughing.
Okay, all right, good.
Oh my god, Ramon's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, dude. And I get this picture.
Ramon's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, and I was like, no, and I was like, no, this can't be it. This can't be it. And the guy was pretty serious about it, right? He was like, hey, what do you think like this looks like so far? And I'm like,
Pretty much.
it looks nothing like me. It was closer to looking like Joe Rogan than it was looking to me. You mean I had no hair?
Actually, Joe Rogan, dude.
I had no hair. I had the most round face I've ever seen. You know what I mean? It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. So we're like, right away I send you an email. I'm like, no, I'm like a text. I'm like, hey man, this isn't gonna work out for us. Dude. We gotta send this back. Tell him to be like, I'm like, tell him to do what he did with you, and now do it with me. Add more characteristic. Give me fucking hair, cause he made me bald in the fucking picture. You know what I mean? And he gave me the most he gave me the most wrinkly fucking sweater on it too. It was so fucking wrinkly, dude. I have a fucking basic like a V-neck in the picture I sent him with the arms, with short sleeves, and he gave me the most wrinkly turtleneck I've ever fucking seen in my life, dude. So I'm like, all right, send the shit back. We don't want this crap. And he comes back. He comes back maybe like a day later, right? It took him a day to do another thing.
A day later.
He sends me another image, and now he sends me like a blank image. Basically, it was like in black and white, and I have hair, which is a positive. All right, so we're moving in the positive direction. I have hair. He gave me some like facial definition, but he gave me way too much facial definition. You know what I mean? He aged me 40 years in that fucking pic. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, I think he wrote in the message. He's like, obviously, he's like, I'm not done with it, but I mean, is this what you're looking for? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I just told you I want you to do the same thing you did with GAMMAL. Do it to me. The same thing, my friend. Nothing else. Don't add more. Don't add less. just gave me the same fucking thing, man. And obviously a picture of Gamal, I'm gonna post it up right here if you guys want to see it. And I'm like, all right, just do this, man. And then so we send him, we hit him back, right? We're like, hey, man, we tell him again, hey, just do it. Just don't try anything different. Do the same thing you did with KingDiaz picture. Do it in mine. That's the same thing, man. Don't try anything. I don't want to see a new revamped version. I don't need this to be 4D. I don't need to come with the ability to smell. I don't need anything, man. You know what I mean? Just make it as it is.
I want to see all Ramon.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I saw my deaf. I saw like the the doppelganger version of myself, but like in deaf. Yeah. I was like, God damn, who is that dude, man? That dude looks like he's committed sin upon sin. So then he sends me, so finally, a day later, right? So this is day 3. He sends us another pic, which was probably the it was probably the most like it was the best version to that time. But he gave me some DSLs. He gave me the most pink DSLs I've ever seen in my life, man. He gave me he took basically any like form of hair I had, and he just made a black patch over my head. He kept the wrinkles, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What the fuck is this guy doing? And basically from there we went back and forth another 3 times within those 24 hours basically. And then once we got to like the end product, after sending him 2 more pictures, it still was terrible. It still was bad. It still was nothing compared to you, man.
I know, dude. He did mine in one shot.
Yeah.
He sent to me. I looked at it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I hyped him up. I hyped him up to the group, dude.
You didn't have to hype him up because
I
saw him too. I saw him. I saw what he did with you, and I was like, all right, this is dope. And he sends me the most. He sent me. He basically, like he did like Picasso. He Picasso'd me, but in all the negative ways. You know what I mean? When Picasso would do like a self-portrait, but his eye was all the way up in his forehead, and one eye was down the chin. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm looking at that. I'm not looking for that, bro. You're trying too hard.
Oh,
try less.
shit.
Try less, and do what you did with fucking Gammal, man.
You know what I think it was, dude?
What?
You know what I think it was?
Tell me, man, because I can't find an excuse.
I think all along, dude. I don't think it's the Indonesian guy. I think it might be Sneaky Snake, dude.
Sneaky Snake, man. You doing a conspiracy into the air?
Snake, dude. He's the graphic designer. That's who he is.
That's what he is. Oh man, dude.
He's Sneaky Snake, bro.
Nah.
Sneaky Snake, man. Bro.
Not even Sneaky Snake has this in his heart, dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't think so.
But it's funny, bro.
Yeah.
I gave Ernesto his information because Ernesto's gonna go use them.
Mm-hmm. Recently or when?
My story. Who knows? Yeah. Same day. Not the same day. A day after I told Ernesto or gave him the information, that's when I told the guy and I talked to him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much, man. I don't know if Ernesto's hit him up, but if he hasn't, I'm gonna give him a quick little warning. This dude does a terrible fucking job. And if he has, and if Sneaky Snake has already made a deal with the guy, and he gets a good ass fucking picture, I'm gonna fly to Indonesia and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, man.
Oh man!
Because I'm gonna be like, you did him, and you can't do me. Both of you guys are more complicated than I am, man. Sneaky Snake has glasses. He only wears a hat. He has a fading hairline. He has a mustache. You know what I'm trying to say? And all I have is eyeballs, a nose, a mouth, a couple of ears. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, just nothing complicated about me, man. And yeah, so basically, just to wrap this up, we got the final version of it. I'm gonna post it up right here. And obviously, like, basically I told you, I'm like, hey man, just send him, tell him that whatever he sends next, I'm done with it. Just have him send us copies, just because I wanted the logos at that point. I was done dealing with his bullshit. And it wasn't just me, man. I was going around asking people. I'm like, does this look like me? And they're like, it looks like you from really far away with my eyes closed. And I'm like, exactly. It's like if I show a picture of you, they're like, oh, that's Gamal, that's KingDiaz. If I show a picture of me, they're like, who's the other brown dude next to him?
Oh,
I had to
man.
basically I should have told him to put a fucking name tag on my shirt in the picture, just so people know it was me. Hello, my name is Ramon. God, man.
Yeah, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good, dude. I mean, unfortunately, it is what it is. Like I said, our logo came out really good.
The logo came out good.
Revamped logo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them to do our banner for our logo. Well, that's about it. We're not doing no more cartoon characters.
No more. Nothing with a face. Nothing with a face.
Unless it's just me.
No, dude. If you go back to him, he's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna ruin. He's gonna build insecurities in you. He's gonna give like 4 chins. You know what I mean? He's gonna.
You know what, dude? I tipped him $5 more.
Oh, dude.
After he sent us a 5.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't have sent him shit, dude. Oh,
I $5 more. You know what, dude? I'm gonna use you a little bit more because I need you.
I kind of wanted to ask for my money back. I was like, hey man, I only want half of the work because the other half is terrible. You know what I mean? Hey, your kids, they're not eating tonight, man. Cause I'm taking half my money back.
Shit.
I'm gonna call fraud on my credit card, and I'm gonna be like, my credit card was stolen. I don't know where this purchase was made.
You know what? The funny thing is, you can almost do that. Too.
You could. I'm not a scumbag, but yeah, you could.
I know. Because I use fucking PayPal.
Yeah. But Indonesia, does it look like I've been to Indonesia?
What was that?
No, I'm saying like you could lie because like Indonesia, I don't even know anybody past the state line, dude. What are you talking about, Indonesia?
Indonesia, dude. I wonder how much $1 is in Indonesia.
I don't know, man, but I don't even. You know, just look that up, man, because I'm about to get mad.
Because I'm telling you, like $25 for the style of logo he does, dude. That's really fucking cheap, high quality. For certain things, of course, not cartoons. Cartoon version of Ramon, non-existent. Never can be done ever again. Cartoon version of me though, very good. Very good, dude. That's all I can say. Very good.
Let's see.
What are we looking at?
So it looks
anyways,
like,
man, like I said, logo came out good. New revamped logo. I'm telling you, we're gonna get our banner through him. Still, whatever. Yeah. Don't care. We're gonna get our banner through him.
But he better not put my face on it.
What's that?
You better not put my face on it.
Oh no, dude, no, your face is done, dude. It's not. True value, Ramon, dude. True value, Ramon.
Hey, man.
True value. You know what? That's gonna be the name of the fucking the episode today. True value.
Wasted dollar.
True.
You know what? I'm looking it up right now, dude. It's not too much of a difference. So I feel like he actually made less money working. He worked 4 days and he made $25.
I know, man. Fuck.
Well, fuck him, man. I don't care.
Well, yeah, man. But fuck it, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was a frustration, dude, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't. I think I would have. Like, I don't know, dude. I think I would have wrote some hate mail to him. You know what I'm saying? I would have blasted him on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard working with graphic designers through the internet. You know?
Oh, for sure,
you're not
for
there
sure.
face to face. You really can't tell them exactly how you want it,
Yeah.
but you give them an idea, basically.
Yeah, because nobody can really see your vision, right? Because only you can have, like, unless you can show your vision, nobody can really see that unless you describe it in super fine detail. And then even then, you just have to come back and forth, forwards, right? Which is, I get that, but it's just that, you know, when you see previous work and you expect the same quality, right?
For sure.
And obviously, we didn't get that with the picture of me, but the logo came out good. So, you know, he's half worthless, right?
I get it.
I'm talking some ass shit.
But like I said, we're gonna keep looking, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna get some new shit out there. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. We're already in talks with another graphics designer for a different. Well, I'm basically that thing we wanted, but in a different way now. Yeah, hey, dude. What was that?
Oh no, I'm saying just a different cartoon
Yeah,
idea that we got going on.
yeah,
So,
an idea for like a shirt in sense.
for sure. Hmm.
Dude, man, I gotta tell you, dude, we haven't talked about Dream Talk in a while, have we, man?
Drinks?
Dream Talk.
Oh, dreams. Oh, dude. Talking about motherfucking dreams.
You want to go first?
Dude.
You want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go for it, man.
This was like I believe 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Basically, a small piece of it was a meteor was about to hit, a meteor was about to hit Earth,
Mm-hmm.
or actually a meteor hit Earth in the ocean. For some reason, I'm like in a city next to the coast. I don't know what city.
Where are you at right now?
Meteor hits okay, maybe who knows? But the meteor hits the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It causes a fucking tsunami wave
Mm-hmm.
coming towards at me, and I have some chick with me. I don't know who the chick is.
Like always.
I have some chick with me. But I decided to go head fucking first to the tsunami wave. Like,
Mhm.
I see like buildings like move, like, flying in the water or swimming, or in the water. I
Yeah.
see cars. Like, for some reason, I go head first to the tsunami with this chick.
Yeah.
This chick's on my back,
Wow.
and we survived, dude.
Yeah.
I make it all the way to the top. I'm like, how did this happen?
Wait. So you're running through the water, or you're running like you're climbing it as you run?
No, in the water. I went head first in the tsunami, dude.
Okay.
With a chick on my back and swam up to surface.
Oh shit, man.
Well, this is going on.
Like a fucking.
And that's in my dream, like, okay, I survived.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it jumped into like apocalyptic style of like, this is after the tsunami, so buildings are knocked over. There's still water everywhere. Like, I went into that type of scenario after the tsunami happened, and then I woke up because I was like, what the fuck am I dreaming, dude?
Yeah.
Like I just went to like a weird ass dream, and it's always those type of dreams always happens when I take a 1 hour nap. When I take a 1 hour nap,
okay.
I get the most fucking crazy dreams ever.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of my dreams when I sleep 6-7 hours,
Mm-hmm.
but when I dream for 1 hour, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's a movie in my head.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucking movie, dude. It's just like, But,
Yeah. Sometimes you just take like a little nap and you start dreaming like right away. And you're like, you wake.
Trip balls.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like,
tripping balls, right?
what's going on? Yeah. No, for sure.
I'm basically tripping balls.
Mm-hmm. It's like people who haven't messed around with like psychedelics, mushrooms, and stuff like that. A dream is very similar to that, man. Right? A dream, because you dream some weird shit, man. You dream. Sometimes you have nightmares. Sometimes you have super weird dreams. Wet dreams, whatever the case is. And it sounds super real, man. It feels super real, right? I've had a dream where I've woken up. I have multiple dreams, right, where I've woken up and I'm like, I thought I had something. I thought like I bought a new car or something, and then I wake up and I'm like, where's my car? You know what I'm saying? And you wake up all. Those are the worst ones because you wake up all sad because you realize your life isn't that good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like back when I was young, I used to dream a lot about like owning like the new game console, whatever it was,
Yeah.
If it was an Xbox or a PlayStation, I would have a dream like that a lot, and I would wake up, I'm like, oh, I got my Xbox, I'm playing my big video games, I'm like having a great time, and I wake up, and I'm like, where the fuck's my Xbox? You know what I'm saying? Where's the joy?
It's our version of virtual reality, dude.
It is.
It's a different reality.
It is different reality, or maybe it's a real reality, and we're dreaming as we were awake.
Or like I said before, man, we're just in a different dimension at that time.
Yeah. Who knows, man?
Yeah, or like I said, a different dimension, alter reality. One of those 5 million dimensions they say they're out there.
Yeah.
Where one little thing is changed
What,
when you're dreaming. You're living that life.
Dude.
Like it's crazy.
Well, dude, I hope that isn't true, man. Because the dream I had last night, I feel bad for that fucking dude.
Oh
that
shit.
that version of me, I feel bad for that fucking guy.
Well, what did your lady do?
Oh, dude, I had okay, man. So this is how it starts, dude. This is how it starts. Last night, man. You know, I like, you know what, I've I said it multiple times on this podcast. You know, I like watching Ghost Adventures, right? I like those paranormal shows. It just, it keeps me entertained, right? You know, every time
Sure.
they catch an EVP, I'm always like, what is this? That what's going on? It's real. But yeah, so I had just finished watching Ghost Adventures. It was a new episode I hadn't seen. It was a pretty sad episode too. So I was just like, I mean, I was watching it. I was on my phone at the same time. So I was watching, but not 100%, paying attention. So I overdosed on my melatonin, and I'm like, all right, let's go get some sleep, right? And it's probably like 1 a.m. I'm heading to bed, and so I start having this dream. I start having this dream that I'm in my house, right? And we have this like goat like statue in my garage, right? Where it's like a goat, but it's not like an actual goat, but it's just like almost like a humanoid goat, right?
Mhm.
So it's tall, it's like lanky, and it's like in a pose, like in a scare pose. You know what I mean? And it has like a legit goat head. And in our culture, it's very common with demonology and the devil and all that.
Yeah.
And so so that's the dream. So that's like my dream is that I have a statue like that in my garage, and we have cameras set up, and we're watching it, right? Because we think that the statue's alive. And it's like me, one of my brothers, and a cousin, and we're watching the monitors, right? And obviously it's like in night vision, right? So we're watching it, and I'm like watching the monitor, and I'm like, move. I know this thing's alive. Move. And all of a sudden, it just swings at the camera. And I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, it's alive. I'm telling you guys, it's alive. So like we run into the garage, and it's back into like its frozen state,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, and I go up to it, and I'm like, I know you're fucking alive, man. Like, I know you're alive. Stop pretending. Stop. You better move. You better move right now. I'm going to light you on fire. I'm like, you better fucking move. And it's just still. It's standing still. And I'm like, if you don't move, I'm gonna drop kick you in the face. So you better move. And it's not reacting to me whatsoever. And I'm like, all right. And then for some reason, my garage got like super long because I was able to take some steps all the way back and get like a running start. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And I get a running start, and I'm going at it, and I double kick it in the air. So I jump up, and my feet are connected, and I kick her straight in the fucking face. Right?
Some Liu Kang shit.
Yes, I'm like Liu Kang shit, but like not even like on my back, but on the side. You know what I mean? And I kick it cleanly in the face with both my legs. And the thing like falls over, and then it comes alive. Man, but it becomes even like more of a demon, right? It gets like a reddish version. And you ever seen the movie? You ever seen the movie The Witch?
The way? No, I don't think I have.
Okay, it's a horror movie that came out probably like 4 or 5 years back. It's really
Okay.
it's a really freaking movie. And at the end, I mean, in the whole movie, there's this black goat that it's just like in the movie, it's in the back of the scenes, and slowly but surely they make it seem like the goat's evil,
Yeah.
right? And it's this black goat. It's a hideous looking goat, and eventually it turns out that the goat was the devil the whole time. And at the end scene, like the goat like forms into the devil. It's a very creepy fucking movie, and that it reminded me of that. It kind of looked like that. And obviously, I'll put the picture on for the video. And I see this dude, and it's now starting to get scary, dude. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, I drop kicked him. I'm like, this is not going good. Now he's mad. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like, this shit is getting too realistic. And I'm like, I'm calling it quits. Right? I'm hitting. I'm not even saving. I'm just gonna turn this game off. And I literally, like I said, I do that and I wake up. And then I wake up. It's still dark, right? So I'm like, God, I thought it was gonna be morning already. And I'm like, please don't let it be 3 fucking a.m. I'm like, don't let it be 3 a.m. And I look at my clock and it's like 5 in the morning, 5:26 or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, good. Yeah, I passed the witching hour. Right? So it was just a dream, right? I'm like, I don't want to have a like some connection when I'm waking up at 3 in the morning, like every fucking night, right?
I'm gonna have to fucking drop kick this motherfucker.
Yeah. And the other thing the other thing I forgot to mention beforehand was that before I went, like when I was coming upstairs to my room, there's a part in my room that when, like next to my door, when you step on it, like the whole room, like it creaks. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's something about that one spot that every time I step on it, it makes it like a shitload of noise, right?
Yeah.
So I got into my room and I just like, I jumped basically straight into my bed. And like maybe like a minute or two after I was like laying in my bed, like it made that sound like somebody had stepped onto it. And it was like super fucking loud. It was like super loud. It was like, and it was like it was like moving. It was moving, so it was like a step there and then a step in the other spot. And I was like, I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's a little weird, right? But my house, it makes a lot of fucking noise for some reason. It's a new house, but it makes so much fucking noise. And I was like, all right. I'm like, whatever. And then for a moment, I thought I heard somebody breathe in the corner of my room. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck? And I'm like, no, but it's not that. I'm like, it's a car passing by. It just sounded like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm already in that mood. I'm already in that way of thinking. I'm like, oh, it's just fucking the sound of a car driving by. But I don't know why I do this, dude. Like, I know I get super paranoid when I watch like ghost stuff and I watch like serial killer stuff at night. But somehow, like, I can't stop myself from doing it. Because in the moment, dude, in the moment, I'm not scared. I'm never scared, really. But it then like little things happen, and my paranoia is like such in a high level. It's it's in a heightened sense that I'm like just like laying there, and I start thinking about this. Like I'm like, oh, what is that? Huh? What does that sound? I'm like, somebody's in my closet. I'm gonna like you're gonna have to really try to kill me, because you best believe I'm gonna fight back.
You go straight survival mode right away.
Oh, dude, I go full survival mode, dude. Like I'm telling you, if a serial killer ever comes my way, it's gonna be the hardest kill you've ever had in your career. You're gonna struggle.
Your hardest kill.
You're gonna struggle, man. I mean, it's as simple as that, dude. Like I'm not gonna let anybody like go. I'm going down, biting, scratching, rear naked chokes, flying knees, Superman punch. Everything, right?
Everything.
But no, yeah, dude, it was just fucking one of those dreams where I just like, fuck, and I wake up at 5 in the morning and then I just couldn't sleep. I mean, I was like in and out of sleep afterwards just because I was already like, in a I don't know, like this
in a state of fright.
What?
In a state of fright.
Not state of fright, because I woke up knowing it was a dream. You know what I mean? Just like the moment I was like, God damn, what the fuck was that? What kind of fucking dream was that?
Here's one thing. I've never had I don't have scary dreams. Which I'm pretty fortunate because who wants them? But
yeah,
I've never really had like scary dreams like that, dude.
Yeah, I don't have them often either, man. And like I said, I know my dreams are dreams. You know what I mean? Like I've always said, like when I like a dream, I stay in it, and then when I don't like it, I just get out.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And that's how all my dreams are. I just like as soon as I like them, I stay in it. If I wake up, I go back into it, and if I don't, like, I just wake up, and I start dreaming about something else. You know what I mean? So for me, like dreams, nightmares, it's all the same shit. Because I feel like I have pretty good control on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I've only been it's hard for me to control sometimes, like
Mm-hmm.
those vivid dreams. But there are moments, there are key moments that like, all right, I can control this dream.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, in my dream, I get excited that I can control it.
Oh yeah.
I
No.
don't know if that happens to you, but in my actual dream, I get a little excited that I can actually control it a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
And I start
No.
going a little
When
wild and see like what.
yeah, when you go
Hmm?
full Neo from the Matrix, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know,
Pretty much.
you're like, it's like it really is. It's like straight up Neo from the Matrix. It's like you got to realize this is not really here. So once you realize that, then anything is possible.
Dude, I know it's so dumb, but that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I feel my dreams. I have a sense of control, and I'm like, ooh. I feel like a sense of power. Like, ooh, I got the power.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where the idea came from. You know, from the guys. You know, they probably have dreams, and they were like, "Hey, man, like you can learn to control your dreams." You know?
I'm telling you, dude, that's where we get to live our best life, man. In our dreams.
Yeah.
In our dreams, dude, that's where we live our best fucking life. We be whatever we want. For like, shit, the period that we sleep in. So.
Yeah. Man, I wish you can control real life though, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in a sense, yes, you do control.
No, but I
real
mean
life,
like control like the smaller things. You know, it's like one of the things that annoys me the most is small talk.
As what?
Small talk.
Oh, small talk.
I hate it, dude. I hate it. I hate it. It's one of the most. It's so boring to me, dude. It's just an unneeded thing in my life that I don't know why people try to force it on me, man. Like today, man. Like today, I was at work. I went for like a training, right? For like a 4-hour training that I had to do. And they would give us breaks like at every hour. They would give us like a 15-20 minute break so we can like go to the bathroom and whatever.
Okay.
Right? And the first hour, you know, I didn't leave. I didn't have to I didn't have to go bathroom or anything. So I was just chilling on my phone at my computer desk. And there was a guy in front of me. And you know, once I looked up, he saw an opportunity to talk to me. And I was like, "Oh, fuck." Hey, do you have I hear static. I hear.
Oh, static?
Yeah. All right.
How about now?
Okay, now we're good. But I was saying, yeah. So
Okay, go ahead.
this guy makes eye contact with me, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to this guy." And he's like, "Hey, so what's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh, Ramon." He's like, "Hey, man, yeah, I'm blank blank." And then he starts talking about himself like right away. And I'm like, when did I ask you any of these fucking questions? Right? Like first thing he says to me, he's like, "Oh man, I gotta work today. I gotta work today, and you know, so I gotta go from here, and I gotta go straight to work, and then it's about snow." And I'm like, "Oh man, I didn't want to get into snow." I'm like, when the fuck did I ask you about this? You know what I mean? When did I? Why are you telling me this? I don't care. You know, it don't. And then I gave him like a quick. I just like gave him like a quick answer. I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I went straight back to my phone. I was like,
blow him off. Yeah, no, I feel you, man.
I was like, done.
I don't know.
Done, my friend. I'm like, you're not gonna. I don't want to talk about you because I don't know you. You know what I mean?
Man.
It was just the same thing, man. Same thing. The other day at work, dude. I'm doing my thing, right? I'm working, and this guy that I really never talked to me comes up to me. He's like, hey, so what's your plan? And I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, so what is your plan? Like, are you gonna go to school and become a nurse, or to do this, become that? And I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, I'm going to school to do this, blah blah blah. And he's like, but why that? He's like, why not do this instead? And hey, dude, I'm here. I'm hearing way too much static. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything, dude. I'm not even moving the damn phone.
Dude, I'm about to cut you out, dude. I'm about to hang up on you, dude. One more.
Bro, nothing's...
All right, stop.
Bro.
Stop scratching your balls, man. So whatever you're doing, all right?
Dude, nothing's going on, dude. Oh, you know what?
What?
Oh, Ernesto just texted me. That's why.
Oh, okay. Is he complaining? Is he complaining about this guy?
No. He's I forgot the graphic designer posted it up on Twitter.
Yeah.
The logos, and Ernesto just texted me. This is Ramon.
What do you?
He's saying the character looks just like you.
Oh no, dude. That dude's looking at something else, man. Well, I mean, if he wants to waste money, he can go ahead.
Oh shit. Oh man. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh no, but basically, man, I'm saying this guy comes up to me and he's trying to give me advice that I never asked for. You know what I mean? And then he was giving me advice like if he was so high up in the ladder. I was like, bro, you're doing the same job I'm doing, and you're much older than I am. I don't think you're the guy to be giving me advice.
You know what he's doing? He's looking for ideas for his own fucking self.
No, because then he did that to me, and he just kept like we went back and forth for a little bit, and I was like, I don't fucking know you, and he did that, and he went to another person. It did the same exact thing, dude. And I was like, bro, we don't talk. I don't know you. We're not cool like that, dude. It was like I get frustrated, dude. I get frustrated when moments like that, dude. I'm like, don't like unless I'm talking to you or like or trying to invoke in conversation or if you talk to me and I cut the conversation pretty quickly, you should figure out where we're at. It's common knowledge. You know what I mean?
It's common courtesy, dude.
Yeah. It's like, you know, not that I'm an introvert in sense. I am very introverted, if that's a word. But you know what I mean? When I want to talk, I'll talk, and when I don't want to talk, you know, if I've never really talked to you, what makes you think I want to talk to you? You know what I mean?
It's just one of those settings where I would assume people would assume that it's okay to, you know, talk to other people at that time. Rather than just shut the fuck up and mind your own business.
I mean, that's the way to do it, though, man. I think that would be so much better than the work first, man. If people would just go to work. I mean, you can have your friends at work. That's fine. You know what I mean? I have people I get along with, too, at work. But, like, for the most part, like, you just go to work, do your job, shut the fuck up, and go home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think work would be so much easier. You know what I mean? Dude, I have people I worked with for, you know, for some time, dude. That all they do is they go to work and they complain about this. They complain about their husband. They complain about the family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who? I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've walked. Dude, I've walked past. No, but let me finish. I've walked past people where they're like crying about something, and I don't ask. I just keep fucking walking, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's none of my business. I don't care. You know?
Yeah, I do know. But what I wanted to say is, you're a little different when it comes down to that. Because, I mean, in work setting, workplaces, you're kind of supposed to. I won't say you're kind of supposed to, but you make a friend or two.
Yeah, and
during your shift or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You kind of talk to, kind of look forward, seeing, so the day kind of goes a little bit faster rather than just being alone by yourself.
No, for sure. But there's a difference between me asking like how you're doing and you telling me how you're doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if I ask you like, hey man, so what you been up to? It was like, oh well, you know, man, I'm like, I've been going to school. You know, like there's been a lot of homework. You know, blah 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 this, blah blah that. I'm like, all right, cool. I asked you, right? I asked you the question. Mm-hmm. But if you give me an answer for a question I never asked, you're an asshole. You know what I mean?
You're a fucking prick.
If I'm like, hey, how's I'm like, if I don't, you know, let's say I have to say hey, I'm like, hey, and she's like, oh yeah, this pregnancy has been tough. I'm like, when did I ask you? When did I ask you about your pregnancy? Oh yeah, oh man, you know, my car's it's at the mechanic right now, and I have to pay for it. I'm like, when did I ask you any of this? I said hey, or I said excuse me. Or I didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude. Okay. All right. Wait. Here. Let me finish this rant real quick. Here's the other thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of people at Walmart greeting me. when I walk in. It is the most.
You an asshole.
No,
bro.
no, dude.
It's an old lady fucking greeting you,
dude. No, but here's the problem. Here's my problem with it. It is the most forced hello that I ever get in my life. Because neither do you and neither do I want to say hi to each other. But you're being forced, and I'm being forced to be polite. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to say hi, dude. I see it in their fucking faces. They look at me and they're like, God damn it, another fucking dude's walking in right now. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Walmart. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Walmart. Hi, welcome to Walmart. It's so forced, man. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to go through this with you if you don't want to go through this with me either.
Don't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Just look. Here's the thing. I put on my headphones every time I go to Walmart. Every time I step foot in Walmart, I put on my fucking headphones and I do my shopping.
Hey, I do the same thing. I do the same thing. But then they don't see it in me. They don't see it. And then sometimes I acknowledge them, thinking that they're gonna say something to me. You know what I mean? And then they don't acknowledge me. And then I'm like, all right, so I'm the asshole for acknowledging you now. Dude, it's terrible, dude. Like, get rid of them. I don't need them there, dude. Go make them sweep. Go make them put a box on the shelf. I don't give a fuck what they do. Neither do I want to see them. Neither do they want to see me.
Dude, you know what? Talking about fucking Walmart, dude. You know what now is fucking annoying about Walmart is they have to check your receipt and your bags when you're leaving, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like home, right?
Yeah, like that's gonna stop me from stealing anything.
Dude,
you check one thing.
Every time.
Yeah.
I fucking am done shopping. Pay whatever. I'm going out to the door. They're like, "Can I see your receipt?" And they're checking the bags and making sure everything's there.
What?
Like, they make me feel like a criminal.
Well,
like,
hold
on.
I don't blame them checking you. I mean, I will check you all the time too. I mean, you look like a criminal, right, man? Come on, dude.
Hey, so we're just motherfucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
We're just hurting feelings.
Them.
Yeah, of course. It's like, yeah, they're stereotyping that they want me to say hi. They're stereotyping that I'm that friendly. I'm not that friendly, man. All right.
This looks like a friendly being. Let me say hi to him.
Yeah. Walmart is no more stereotyping, dude. They stereotype the criminals. They stereotype the friendly people, dude. Just because I'm dressed well and I smell nice does not mean I'm a nice person.
I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, right. I'm the biggest thief among all of us.
Straight degenerate.
Right? Like, I owe Walmart so much money from my childhood. They don't even know, man. You know what I'm saying?
They don't, dude. You fucked them a lot.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Pokemon cards took a hit that year, dude.
Man, dude. Sales down in that store.
They're like, hey, what's going on, dude? We're making no money, but we're out of Pokemon cards. It makes no sense.
Petty crimes, man. Petty crimes.
Wait, so that son of a bitch had the fucking audacity to put the pictures of me on his fucking page?
Oh, wait, who? Oh, Sneaky Snake?
Oh, no. The guy who did our work.
Oh, yeah. He posted up on Twitter. I forgot about that.
Oh, fuck that dude, huh?
So Sneaky Snake saw, Foster saw, the whole world saw, bro.
Dude, I'm about to lay some hate, dude. Dude,
I forgot about that, dude. The whole world knows how you look like, dude.
Dude, well, I was gonna post it up either way, like on this video, but
fucking garbage.
God, dude, you should be embarrassed by that, dude. How can you put yours next to mine and then like consider that a good job? That son of a bitch.
I know, man. I don't know. I don't know, dude. He was off for a week. I don't know what.
He was off for a week. Yeah. It was postseason or it was preseason. He wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. He was doing load management, dude. Load management.
God, man. We'll do anything, dude, man.
My logo, though.
Go ahead.
I said my logo, very dope.
Yeah, yours came out good, man. I'm very happy for you, dude.
Very dope, man. Very dope. But man, dude, it was good. It was good being at home, dude. It was good being back home for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
days, man.
I'm glad I only have to see you one day, dude. You know what I mean?
Nah. Don't start your bullshit, right, bro?
Hey, dude,
You saw me, you hugged me, you got teary eyes.
I barely shook your hand, man. You know what I mean?
Bro, you told me never to leave you again, dude. I'm like, and I put you close to me. I'm like, don't worry, man. I'm always in your heart.
I don't know, man. I think you're confusing me with Shaq, dude. I'm a different brother, dude.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm only 5%, dude.
You know what? I got to see Shaq too. I got to see Ernesto. We saw the fights together. Not a bad time, like always. Saw the fights. But yeah, man. It was, like I said, it was good being back home. Good being around with the daughter.
Yeah.
Definitely missed her.
Did she recognize you?
Missed the fuck out of her. Ah, come on, dude, of course.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you're saying you were a changed man. You see, you came out like 20 pounds lighter. Everybody knows the difference. I was want to see if your daughter noticed anything.
Hey, everyone that saw me said I look slim, so I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I'm doing what I need to do.
Damn, so they just don't compliments out here, huh? Like that.
Hey, bro. Hey, that's what I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear improvements, man. You know, I've been shamed for many years by you, man. You know, a couple of compliments, you know, it brings joy to my heart.
I gotta sprinkle them over the years, dude, because you know then you get a little too cocky on me. You know what I mean? I can't let your ego. I can't let your ego explode because then you become more of a degenerate, dude.
Oh shit, degenerate up the ass. Bro.
I know, dude. I'm the only one that keeps you in check, man. Out of everybody we know, I'm the only one that keeps you in check.
You know what?
Everybody else like, sign with the devil. Sign with the devil. I'm over here like, hey,
everyone
man.
Else lets me run free, dude.
I know,
everyone
dude.
Lets me run free.
I'm trying to, like, I'm your government, dude. I'm trying to keep you in check, man. I'm trying to get your taxes paid, dude.
Shit, dude.
Hey, let's finish it on this real quick. Did you have Dominic winning that fight for John Jones?
I had Dominic win that fight 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. You
You
saw the whole fight, right?
Yeah, I saw the whole fight.
Yeah.
I know John Jones did have a couple takedowns, but he didn't really have any control after that takedown. Honestly, not for long.
Yeah.
Because Dominic stood up right away, dude. But I don't know, Dominic real good, dude. Dominic looked
was I right or was I wrong?
No, you were pretty close to right.
Dude, I was fucking on the dot, man. I said there was one guy that I saw that could beat him. It was this guy. And technically, I'm right.
Yes, you're right. No, you are. You know what? I take that back. You are right. He did beat him, but the fucking scorecards. So here's the thing: in the scorecards, they had him as a draw.
No, they had him. They had it as it is. No.
No, they had it as a draw because Joe Rogan blasted him on it. Joe Rogan blasted the fucking judges on the scorecards.
No, because even if they read it wrong, they would have fixed it. They would have fixed it post fight.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if it was a draw, then they would have fixed it. They wouldn't have left it as it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Even if Bruce Buffer, if he goes, you know, the winner is blank, and then it turns out that they were wrong, they just it at the end. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
But
here's the thing. I would have been happier with a motherfucking draw than with Jones taking it.
You know, I didn't watch the fight, man. I've only seen clips. I was reading. I was at work, so I was reading the play-by-play. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, dude. Where I mean, even a draw would, I guess, it would have sounded better, and it would demand a rematch for
right away
for Reyes. But I mean, John Jones still would have taken the title home. He still would have defended it in case, you know what I mean?
Dude, John Jones, he doesn't. He's human, dude. He is human.
But of course,
he doesn't look like he's not vintage John Jones anymore.
And you know, I also said this, man. Now that I'm remembering, I also said that the one thing that hurt Dominic Cruz was his conditioning. I'm sorry, Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes, dude. The last episode, you're the one that fucked me up, dude.
Did I Oh, really?
Yeah, because I went back to check on that, and you were the one that started calling him Dominic Cruz, and I just fucking followed it. I fucking followed it until the end. I was like, no, it's Reyes. What the fuck are we saying?
Oh, shit. Yes, Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, Dominic Reyes. Yeah, I said that the one thing that hurts him is conditioning because I seen him get tired in fights. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I definitely texted you that.
Yeah. On the fourth, fifth round, he looked a little tired.
Yeah.
But he's still throwing fucking blows.
Yeah.
But that first 3 rounds, dude, Dominic looked fucking good. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this guy might fucking have a chance right now.
Yeah.
This guy might have a chance.
Yeah.
He was doing the same thing as Thiago did.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking taking out his legs.
Yeah, but even better.
A couple of nice uppercuts, dude.
Yeah, even better because he's more crisp when it comes to like his movement and everything.
Yes, dude. He had a couple good uppercuts that I thought they would knock people out.
Yeah. No, it was good, man. It was good. Hey, obviously, there won't be a rematch.
Not right away.
Not right away. But it sucks though, man, because obviously I think the only person that Jones can fight next is it Corey Anderson? Is that am I thinking right or no? Am I thinking Curtis Blades? No, he hasn't fought him. He doesn't fight him.
Wait, Corey Anderson? Yeah.
No, is it Corey Anderson or is it Busted Blades or what? Well, Curtis Blades. Which one is it?
Oh no. Okay, Corey Anderson. No, okay. The one that beat the what's the name? Johnny Walker.
Yeah. Yes. It's Corey Anderson. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah,
when I think Corey Anderson, I think about the light skinned, bald headed dude that he fought Jones before Santos.
Yeah, you're thinking about OSP. I think.
Nope. No, not at all. No.
Oh well. Either way, it's Corey Anderson is the only guy he gets to fight. Like that's the only fight left in that weight class, besides a rematch with Dominic Reyes. But here's the problem, right? Is Corey Anderson has a fight this week, right? So if he wins this fight, then he's number 1 contender for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Anthony Smith. You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if Corey Anderson wins this fight on Saturday, he's the number 1 contender for sure, without a doubt. Okay. So those are the only 2 fights a light heavyweight for him. So I don't know if he'll take him. Maybe he'll go up, man. Because now that he notices that these other fighters are a little bit quicker than him, maybe he knows that now is the time to go up to heavyweight. Because then that he still be the quick guy in heavyweight.
But yes, he can't go to heavyweight. But of course, in heavyweight right now, we're still looking at a rematch of possibly Cormier versus.
Yeah, but we've been looking at a rematch for like a year now, dude.
So you're telling me throw John Jones and Stipe right away then?
Yeah, of course. John Jones, he's not going to fight a contender. Once he jumps off the heavyweight, he's going to fight the heavyweight champion. That's the first fight. You know what I mean? He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight anybody else. That would be the only fight that he would fight that weight class. But basically, it was it sucks, man. They stole the fight, and from Dominic. It would have been cool. I think it would have been, John. Like I said, John Jones has been he's been a very safe. People used to make fun of George St. Pierre for being very safe. I think John Jones has been even safer. You know what I'm trying to say?
John Jones' last fucking fights were 3 decisions, bro.
Yeah. So
3 decisions.
So at this point, if he fights Corey Anderson, it would be a good fight just because Corey Anderson is, he's gotten really good. But
you think Corey Anderson got lucky with Johnny Walker?
No. I think he came out and destroyed him, man. He was much
fucking bum rushed him, dude.
Yeah, no, but it was clean punching. It wasn't like haymakers. It was like he went out there and threw very clean punches and landed on the mark.
Does Corey Anderson stand with John Jones, or he has to take him to the ground in order to have a shot?
No, I think he needs to do everything. I think he needs to kind of follow maybe similar to what Dominic Reyes did. Dominic Reyes did, but obviously his condition should be hopefully a lot better.
chop the legs, fucking throw some uppercuts.
Yeah.
I mean, Corey Anderson is a wrestler, correct?
Yeah, but he has power too. He has power and he has good hands, at least from the last fight. So I mean, we'll see how he looks this weekend. If he looks phenomenal, then yeah.
We haven't seen anyone take John Jones down and control him in the ground, dude.
Yeah. Well, because it's
like
hard to take somebody down like him because of his lanky legs. Because he's able to slip out of like takedowns.
For
you know
sure.
What I mean? Because when you take him down, you start at the knees, and he still has like 3 feet left until you get to the waist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to climb that son of a
For
bitch in order to keep him on the floor, and obviously that takes time, and then sweat's involved, and there's so many factors. And obviously he has good wrestling too. He has good wrestling. He has good takedown defense, and he knows how to scramble back up to his feet. So I mean, there's definitely a lot of key things, but I mean, obviously the fight's not going to happen yet, so there's really no reason to talk about it. But yeah, disappointing in that, and just how the whole thing played out, man. It's always something, right? It's always the judges, or it's always the state. It's always something that fucking
for sure, dude. For sure, always, man.
That changes the lives of these fucking fighters, man. They're only making so much money, and then one guy can change, you from making $100,000 to $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it sucks. Hopefully, Dominic Reyes takes this in stride and he's able to come back and do what he does best. Hey, the one thing I will say about Dominic Reyes, man. Did you watch the post fight conference?
No, I did not. I didn't watch the post fight.
So obviously, Dominic Reyes, like the last couple of fights, he's brought in a Mexican flag to the cage.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He's trying to get the Mexican market behind him.
For sure.
And so he was at the press conference, and the last question, this lady from Univision or Telemundo or one of the deportes channels, right?
Yeah.
She asked him, she's like, I'm blank from Deporte something. She's like, I'm gonna ask you a question. He's like, okay, and she starts spitting like hot Spanish to him. You know what I'm saying? She's like, dame ves cómo te sientes después de esta pelea y cómo sientes tener el aficionado mexicano. And he's just like she's going back to him, right? And it seemed like he's listening. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this dude speaks Spanish? You know, because I knew he's like a second, third generation Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So it's like very watered down Mexican. And and he's like, is anybody gonna translate that? And she's like, no, but she's like, you speak Spanish? She's like, you speak good Spanish? He's like, yeah, I don't speak. He's like, I don't speak great Spanish. And she's like, can you try, please? And she's like, and he's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, my head is in too many places right now. He's like, I don't want to do this. And she's like, can you please? And he's like, no. He's like, next question. And I was like, fuck you, man.
Damn.
Fuck you, dude.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Oh, he wasn't having it. He was like, no, I'm not gonna speak in Spanish right now, dude. I was like, all right, dude, I'm off the boat. I was like, you probably shouldn't take that flag in there with you anymore.
Yes, no, I agree with that. No, I definitely agree with
Because
that.
as
if you're not gonna speak some Spanish, bro, I mean, like, come on, bro. I can say
look, and I get it, If you don't speak great Spanish, I get it, man. Maybe he didn't understand. Maybe it was just too fast. I get that. But the problem is the way he couldn't make a joke about it. He's like, I'm too confused to speak Spanish. I'm sorry. Next time, he could have been like that, but he was.
Take me forever to translate. I got hit in the head a few times.
Yeah.
Like that,
yeah, but he was just like, he kind of like blew her off. He's like, go fuck yourself. He's like, I'm not gonna speak Spanish right now. And I was like, all right, well, I'm like, dude, you probably shouldn't take that flag in because any Mexican fan who sees that, they're not gonna support you.
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez spoke the worst Spanish you would ever hear. You know what I mean? Every time anybody asked him anything in Spanish, he gave his best fucking try. You know what I'm trying to say? And over the years, he got better. But he gave it his all. Every time somebody asked him to speak Spanish, like he gave him his all. And the Mexican fans loved him for that, dude. Right? We knew it wasn't great. We knew it wasn't great Spanish. But we knew he was giving it his all. We knew he was trying. We knew he wasn't like, no, I'm not gonna do that right now. So, in that case, you just can't do that, man. You can't be rocking the fucking Mexican flag like that.
No,
Cause,
yeah, don't be
cause
fucking scrumming like that.
if
Yeah.
anybody sees any of that, man, like even though you're Mexican, bro, and I get it, man, but it's just, you know, I'll in a sense I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this one time, but if he keeps doing this kind of shit, then I don't wanna, I don't, you shouldn't be rocking the Mexican flag and trying to jump on the shit where there's other Mexican fighters in the UFC that, you know, they really carry that flag with love, you know.
With pride, love.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yeah,
they say this much. You know who Jeremy Stevens is, right?
Yeah, I know Jeremy Stevens.
Jeremy Stevens is half Mexican, and he on his if you go on his Instagram, he has Mexican things. You know, he has the flags always next to his name. You know, he'll write stuff in Spanish. He has a tattoo on his stomach that says "familia." You know what I mean? He's out there. He probably doesn't speak Spanish, probably very poor, or maybe even as good as Dominic. But the dude, like, he's out there. You know, he's trying to support. You know what I'm saying? You know, and for that reason, I'm all behind him, right? But this.
Wait, Jeremy Stevens is the one that just fought at Yair back in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's half Mexican. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Go on Instagram, check him out after this. You'll see.
I thought that motherfucker was a white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
You know,
He is white, but I'm saying he's half Mexican.
Jeremy. Ooh, I fucked that up.
All right.
Jeremy.
Wait here. Listen to here, man. Before this gets too long.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything you want to say to the people, man, before we end this?
Hey, just appreciate you guys' support. Like I said, we got the new logo up on everywhere, especially on Instagram. Like I said, we're working on a few things for merch. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can get some of that pretty soon. You guys can follow me on Instagram, KingDiaz Live. You guys get to see my Florida fucking stories, my Florida adventures, me being a degenerate, you know, that I am, betting, food, yeah. Also, the taco festival here in Orlando is actually happening I believe next week. So, stay tuned for a couple videos on that.
Yeah.
So,
and like always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting, subscribing. Obviously, you know, we appreciate everybody who's subscribing to the YouTube channel, watching the videos. That's awesome. Same thing for the audio version of the podcast. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, wherever you guys listen to us, we appreciate it. Check out our Instagram page at daily.insomnia. Check out our podcast. Our Facebook page at Daily Insomnia Podcast. And guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everything you guys do for us. And this is Daily Insomnia. Sign off.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.
Hey guys, Ramon from Daily Insomnia. And if you guys like this episode, please subscribe and click the button right here. And if you want to see any of our other videos, feel free to hit the button. The clicks right here. And like always, guys, this is Daily Insomnia signing off.